Welcome to my very first pre-recorded session. I would really prefer to be face-to-face with you, watching you and helping you to succeed with coding. I am a certifiable codophobe. I had a terrible coding experience in college back in the 80s, and at about age 55 decided TI had written some fantastic coding tutorials, and I was ready to learn, and I wanted to help my students to have their first coding experience. Um, there's many activities that I've written for beginners that I will be happy to share with you if you email me after the conference. Okay, so I'm going to start with what I never knew before was one of the most famous first programs that somebody would write. It's called Hello World. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a new program, and I'm going to call it Hello. Wow, the program's almost finished. This was good news for me. So if you can't tell, where the cursor lies is the body of the program. Here's the beginning of the program, here's the end of the program. There's nothing for us to do to define hello, because all we really want hello to do is to say hello. So what I'm looking for in my menu is I am looking for a display statement. I would just like the computer to display, which must be an output rather than an input. I would like it to display, now I need quotation marks, so control multiply. You probably can't see that little blue icon there. Has the quotation marks. I can also use my computer keyboard. I want to say howdy. And that's all I want the program to do. So to run this program, I'm going to press Control R. Takes me to a new page. There's nothing here for me to define or information to give the computer, so I just press Enter. There, I had success on my very first program. This is what gave me the confidence to move on. Okay, so the next program we are going to do is going to be called Pythag. And we are going to have the students enter in some input. Otherwise, the program won't run. So what we're going to have the program do is test to see if this is a right triangle or not a right triangle, given these three lengths. Now, of course, you'll have to coach the students that you want C to be their longest length. So if they have 1, 2, and 3 for those three sides, they're not going to enter them in as 3, 1, 2 or 2, 1, 3 or whatever. So here's what we want to do. We want to find a control statement that says if something is true, then what do we want it to do? Let's have it display. You know that's an output now. Have it display. This is a let's just go with this is a right triangle. Let's not get into all the, they have to be 3 integers. Let's discover what's going to happen. If that's all we want it to say, what happens if the kids type in 3 numbers that aren't? Okay, so if not, let's have it display. This is not. Okay, well, is that all we want it to do? Yeah, I think so. All right, let's run the program. Control R. Okay, so let's go with 1, 2, 3. Not. Okay, do we want to run the program again? Whoopsies. Okay, so here's my program. So did you notice I pressed variable? I don't want to do the hello program again. Let's do the Pythag. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Nope. All right. Let's do 3, 4, 5. Yay. Let's try 5, 4, 3. Boo. Okay. So the kids could test out whether or not they can come up with a Pythagorean triple. All right. We're going to skip this one, but if you want this one, I have a hypotenuse one. Email me. Let's do squarea. Squarea. So it's going to ask for the length of a side. It's going to give them their area. And then it's going to ask if they would like the perimeter just for the heck of it. And then it will give them the perimeter. Okay, so let's write a new program and then we're done. All right, new program, and I'm going to call it Squarea. Okay, so what do we have to have them do? Well, instead of just entering in automatically the length of the side, let's ask them. So this is a little bit fancier. Let's ask them, what is the length of a side of your triangle? And they will have to, square. They will have to tell us. Okay, so where would request be? Oh, I think I know. Aha, I think it's an input. So that was something new. So what do we want to request? Well, we're going to use a little bit of text. Otherwise, the user has to know exactly what this program is all about. So we're going to use a little bit of text to say length of side of square. And then outside of that, pick a variable. Okay. Once they give us the side of the square, we're going to show you how to define a variable one way. So we're going to do area. One way is to use this crazy little symbol. I know you can't see it. This is a define symbol. So area is equal to side squared. Okay, so now we know what A is and we know what S is. So let's display A. So we're going to display the area, and then we're going to be fancy about it. Is the area of your square in square units. Okay, so now I decided to get fancy. So this time, instead of requesting a number or an expression to store for S, this time I'm requesting a string, as in like a yes or a no, or we could request a string for somebody's name. So I'm just, for the heck of it, saying let's request, so that's an input, let's request a string. So the string we want, we have to explain to them, would you like the perimeter? Would you like perimeter? Y for yes, and anything else will mean no. So if y equals y, then, Okay, so we need that if-then again. So that is a control. If-then, if y equals y, y in quotes because that was the string we requested. We could actually have them type yes. I guess I was trying to make it simple. If yes, then what do we want to display? That's an output. Display. Now, I didn't feel like storing another variable p for perimeter, so I'm just going to have the calculation done, display 4s, and then I'm going to use some fancy words. Oops. Is your perimeter in units of length? That is the fanciest program that I ever wrote. And I can't believe that it works, so let's run it. Okay, squarea. Gosh, I don't know what this program does. Oh, it says length of side of square. Okay, so I'll say 3. Oops. Yeah, okay, so you kind of can't see. It answered really fast. Would you like the perimeter? Yes. Now, look at all that, and I'm sure there's a way to correct that, but of course, I'm just happy the program worked. Let's run it again. Let's run it again. Okay, so I want squarea. Length of the side of the square. Let's go 5.9. Would you like the perimeter? No. Done. Oh, how about that? Success. All right. I'm sure you can think of lots of ways you want to tweak these, change these, make them bigger, better. So I want to show you real quick. I do have a program for slope. I can teach you how to do it. I have one for Heron's Law. Over here. Okay, so I have that one for slope. I have Heron's Law here. Area of a trapezoid. Loops. I think this actually comes from TI's website. And then I have these cute ones. So I have this one for age. How old are you? And then it tells them whether or not they can vote. And if not, how long they have to wait. You could change that up and have the kids do driver's license. You could look at, there's all kinds of different ways to rate movies. You could have the kids write those kind of programs. How tall are you? This was another one of my nightmares. I would go to amusement parks with friends and couldn't get on the rides. So how tall are you? Those are some fun things. So if you are interested in getting some more programs from me, you can either check the TI website, or you can email me. I'm trying to go back to whoop, trying to go back to the beginning here. You can email me at HeidiRudolph95@gmail.com. Oh my goodness, I can't get back there. All right, so much for my fancy recorded video. Thanks, hope you enjoyed.